Paul Coyte here. This is in the Champions League. Big win for them. San Siro heroes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a brilliant result. See, there's been a fair bit of talk about Champions League because of because they've now banned away goals. You know, the away goals rule.
Counting double.
They thought, which would count double. And so how it would affect games. Whereas Liverpool have gone out because they would have been quite happy. 0-0, that wouldn't have affected. No away goals, doesn't make any difference.
So the away goals encourages the visiting team to attack.
That is the idea. But then there was talk that it then affected the home team. Honestly, it's so convoluted and so deep the way they've worked this out. Because it was 1965, it came in. It's been in for a long time. So hasn't made any difference to Man City. Of course, scored 5 yesterday.
Yeah.
Day before, and Liverpool, I thought, were fantastic against Inter Milan. Because Inter Milan are a very good side. So to beat them 2-0, take it back to Anfield, very good yesterday.
These were late goals, big stride for Liverpool towards the quarterfinals.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I don't want to put my foot in it, but they've pretty much got 1 foot, I would say. Even if it's like a foot and a half, maybe a foot and a hand already into the quarterfinals.
The other match, Salzburg won, Bayern Munich won. And Borussia Dortmund playing Rangers today.
That's in the Europa League.
Yeah, Europa League.
So you've got Borussia Dortmund, generally Champions League side, and that is a huge game for Rangers. I mean, under Van Bronckhorst, it could be argued that maybe they're not as good or not quite at the level that they were under Steven Gerrard last year. But to go away and face Borussia Dortmund, if they can get a result there, they would be very happy without any away goals and just bring that home.
Can we switch sports now?
Of course we can.
And look at tennis, because I know a lot of people will be wondering what's happening to Andy Murray, who is still trying to make his comeback after all of those health problems that he had.
Don't you worry about him, though?
I do, actually. I do. And I think a lot of people in the tennis world do. But, he loves playing tennis. And as long as he can go on playing it, why shouldn't he? As long as he doesn't mind the fact that he keeps losing, which is what he's done again at Qatar, in the Qatar Open, where he's lost to that young Spaniard, that great young player, actually, Roberto Bautista Agut. He lost to him 6-love, 6-1. In 12 games, he only managed to get 1 game back. And I know a lot of people
even worse about Andy.
No, I don't, because when he plays well, he plays brilliantly, and he's a joy to watch. But I think his health problems really are going to be the end of his career soon, aren't they?
He's not getting any younger, is he?
No, he's 34.
We're looking at 34 now.
He's 34.
The big three, they're slightly older, but they're still on top of their game.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, we could talk about Djokovic, but that's another reason altogether. But Bautista Agut, see, this is really interesting. He must have nightmares about him, because he's the guy that he played in the Australian Open when he was injured, and then it looked like he was going to announce his retirement, and they had the videos. So that was the last time he played him. So I don't know whether it's like bad memories. Oh, no, I've got to face this guy again. So as far as Andy's concerned, I mean, he is a fantastic tennis player. And he is an absolute credit to his sport. He's a credit to the country. And if you saw the documentary, I don't know whether you saw that, about what he had to go through. It's just incredible. So the longer he can go on, if he's happy to play, great. But I don't think he'd be happy losing, Angela, because a sportsman like that would never be happy losing to anybody at anything.
No, he's not going to be happy losing, but at least he's on the court and he's playing the game that he absolutely loves.
I wonder how long he's going to go. I mean, maybe will it be Wimbledon this year? Maybe say goodbye.
He might. Go on. He might, but I mean, he won't get very far.
I mean, the fact that he
even though grass is his surface.
And he had a hip replacement, and as someone who's had 2 of them, I mean, it beggars belief that at that level, at that elite sports level, he is competing still.
At all?
Yeah, at all.
You're still a year away from Grand Slam tennis.
I can hardly walk.
Because the other big story at the moment is coming out of the Olympics, and it's this 15-year-old Valieva, who is being allowed to compete. Today discovered that she actually had 3 banned substances.
That's right. We were talking about this yesterday, and so she goes in the...
One's unfortunate, 2,
I know.
3.
Yes. I'm sure there's a saying amongst pharmacists about those 3, but she goes today. It looks like she'll win. I mean, it's going to be very unlikely if she doesn't, even though she slipped in the short programme. She still was way in front of everybody.
Yes.
But there's not going to be a medal ceremony.
No, I'm quite right to.
But the thing is, do you think it is? But surely she shouldn't actually be competing anyway, because what about the other competitors who can't
there's a very
get what they deserve?
There's a very strong feeling among the Olympic group, whether they're skaters or runners or whoever, that actually this whole decision has made a mockery of the Olympics.
And it's interesting because other Olympic committees, you get For example, the Americans, they're up in arms about it. But then there's just been an announcement. There's a very interesting article in the Times this morning saying that they've written about Justin Gatlin, who was banned twice for taking illegal substances and managed to come back again. And they're saying what a great American he is and what a great... But you think, hold on, talk about double standards.
I know.
You know, it's all about glasses and throwing stones, and everybody seems to be doing a lot of it at the moment.
Yeah, she'll be brilliant to watch because she is a stunning young skater.
Is.
But unfortunately, I think it's been a real black mark on the Olympics this year.
She'll never have the respect.
No.
Really.
Exactly.